Hello friends, welcome to another video. This video is based on a question posted on Power BI community forum. Actually, the reason why I did this video, there was a couple of things which were interesting and I thought it would be good to share with everyone. So let's look at the question first and then we will look into the Power BI file and the solution. So the question the user posted here was, if you see, I'm looking for a running total year over year comparison using year note in the date table. And the user mentioned he's struggling. So what he wants is on the x-axis, he has the month, which is the date received column. And on y-axis, you want to use the running total of net warranty. And then the legend is going to be the year. So the user also shared the PBX file, which is always good to work with. So let's look at this Power BI file and what he's trying to achieve and what is not working and what will be the solution. So here is the Power BI file which user provided. It was very helpful. So first let's look at the model. Uh, Again, we always wanted to use the date dimension where possible, but here is the model. I did not spend much time understanding the model, but I just quickly walk through this. So calendar table is a one-to-many with the sales table, and sales table has a relationship with the warranty table, which is one-to-many again, and the date received column which user mentioned is in the warranty column. So he want to see net warranty based on the date column on the date received, not from the a calendar table tran date from our sales table. So let's look into what are the ways to do that and why the way I think is the right way to do is, and I will explain that. So here let's first look into what the net warranty is, how user already has the measure in here. So net warranty is basically approved cost minus recovery. So approved cost is, let's quickly look into that. Approved cost is just a sum from the dealer credit amount from the warranty table, and then the other one was a net warranty, and the other measure was a recovery, which is from a recovery table. And just quickly see where the recovery table is, and recovery table is just a one-to-one relationship with the warranty column, so it's pretty much assuming extension of warranty table. So so the one way, now the problem is that date calendar table does not have a relationship with the warranty table and user want it on the date received. So the one way to solve this, or somebody proposed the solution, which is okay. The solution is, if I just add a measure, a I will call it a running total, a temporary solution. So the simple thing which a user did is a net warranty and then dates, year to date for warranty date received. So if we use this, let's see how does this look like. So I will create a quick metrics visual here, and then let's go to data received. So the user has this turned on auto date time, which I highly recommend never have your auto date time turned on. There is a video which I will post a link on my date time intelligence series. The first video talk about why you should not have a auto date time calendar table in your model. But in this case, the user already have, but we just quickly going to look into that. So what user want is a month on the rows and the year on the columns, and the new measure which we created, it's called running total on our values. So of course this is not going to work as I expected, and so this is not working. But just to double check, but if I put the new measure which I created, so we are looking at the month and at the year level, but if I put it on a, let's say, the date level, so date received is already in this matrix visual. If I put a running total in here, so here it is working. As you can see, the number is growing, and up to December we have the sum, net warranty. This is the raw measure and this is the cumulative measure, and then resets on January 2020, and then this is working. But this is working at the date level and not at the month and the year level, and that's not is the right way to approach it. So how we can do this? It's a very simple. The first thing what we need to do here is we can make a small change in our modeling. And the reason why I tell you why it's important to do that, we can have a date relationship with our date received um, table on in with the warranty. Of course, this will be a inactive relationship. The reason why it is inactive, because calendar table also has a relationship with the sales, and sales has a relationship with the warranty. So there's this one path coming to warranty table, and we are also trying to have a calendar connect to the warranty table, and that's why this relationship is inactive. We cannot make it active, but this will be one to many, because by default it created, because every time you create a relationship you want to pay attention if it's one to one or one to many, and you want to make the change to the relationship. So in this case, calendar will be on one side and the warranty will be on many side, and of course filter direction will be always single. So once we do this, this is perfectly working fine. So this is the relationship we want. And now let's go back to our measure quickly, and running total, instead of I will create another measure and call that running total fix, so that we can compare these two together. Running total fix. So again, the measure is going to be same, calculate net warranty, and in this case, because we have an inactive relationship, we can make it active. So how we make it active? Using the use relationship. So calendar date and the date received. So in this measure, wherever we will use this measure, this relationship will be active, and then we will use the dates year to date from our calendar table. The dates year to date, why we're using it is for the purpose of the running total, because every year and the running total starts from 0. Okay, so now running total fix. So let's see what happened. So in this case, now what we will use is we will use let's use running total fix measure, and what we will use, as you can see, it's already looking okay. We will use the month from our date table on rows, just to make sure the result is correct, and the year on columns. And if we, so I think the month need to be sorted by month number, because otherwise it's showing us alphabetically. Okay, here you go. So now we have a running total of each month, and it's working fine. So now here in the graph, what we can do in the line visual, the same thing. We can have the month on our x-axis, and again from our calendar table, now year from our legend on from calendar table, and running total fix, running total net warranty fix measure on our. So here you see what we get our result. Now one thing is if you look at the 2022, if I just select 2022, the data is only up to February, and then there is a flat line, because this is a running total, it gives us the flat line. Now if there is a need that we should not see running total after the last transaction date, in this case which is February, then we need to tweak our measure. So I will walk through this measure, what the tweak is going to be. Again, this tweak is based on a blog post or a video from SQL BI guys. I will put the link of SQL BI guys in the detail section as well of the YouTube video, so that you can go and check their post as well. But I have to tweak that solution they post in their video to meet our needs here. So the first thing what we need to do is, what is the last received date in our warranty table. So that is pretty simple to get. So that would be um, calculate um, date received and remove any filter coming up on the warranty table. So that will be remove filters. So that is on warranty. So we remove any filters. So we get the last transaction date in our in the warranty table. So which is, I think, in the 1st of February. Now this is 1st of February. The one thing I need to do is we need to make it the last date of the month. And then we're using end of month function, so it is going to get the second 1st of February because I know that's the last transaction date, and then comma 0, so number of months we want to move back and forward, so we want to stay within the same month. So what will this give? As per the data, it will give me 28th of February 2022. So now I have the last received date. So what I'm going to do is, what is my current visible date? Actually, current last visible date, that will be the max of calendar date. Now what does that means? Let me return it. So when I'm in February 2022, my current last visible date is 28th of February 2022. When I'm in March, my current last visible date is 31st March 2022. In December 22, it is 31st December 2022. So this is what we receive. That now we need to see if our last received date is if our current date is less than the last received date, then only show this my year. So what we're going to do is, let's say it is visible. Maybe we can have a check. If current visible date is less than equal to last received date, then it is true, otherwise false. So what does that mean is, I know my last received date in the warranty is 1st February 2022. So basically, if I'm in March, so that will be my current last visible date will be 31st March 2022, which is not less than the last warranty date. So then this condition will be false. So now here I can, if we really want to see this, in maybe I will explain this a little bit in a is visible, and then only create this return the value. So here you go. Now we see only January, February. So if I uncheck this, so this should work. So now we are only seeing 2022 up to February, not giving this flat line. So just to quickly explain what that measure is doing, just to make sure that we understand everything. So I'm going to remove all the visuals here. So let's go back to running total fix and grab this part of running total fix to understand what each variable is returning. So let's so that we know what values we are getting. I'm going to call it debug measure and copy the code here. Let's first last received. Let's return last received date. What we see. I'm going to use this last received date in the matrix visual to make sure in here, instead of the net warranty, let's use what we call debug measure. Here you go. So what we're getting is 28th of February 2022. If you just simply go in a date received, if I bring date received here straight from warranty table and put it as in a KPI and change it to latest, so the last date is 1st of February 2022. So why we're getting 28th of February 2022 here, debug measure. The reason is what we said is we need end of month. So basically that converted into 28th of February 2022. So current last visible date, what is that? So let's bring that. So if we see that one, so as you can see in January the 31st, so this giving the last date of each month. So whatever we are looking at, so that's what we are getting. So now we know what these two dates are and is visible. So if basically this date 31st of December, January in this particular cell is less than 28th of February 2022, which is the last warranty date, then it is true, otherwise false. So if we fast forward to um, actually I already changed the measure. So is visible, if you see up to February, the is visible is true, after that it is false. The reason why it is false, because here we are getting 31st March 2022, which is greater than 28th February 2022, and that's why false. So this is returning false, and that's what in our fixed measure we did. If the last visible date, if is visible is a false, then don't return anything. It's only returning the net warranty value when it is true, and that's our end result is. And now one thing I want to add here is, let's go back to page 1. You can create the measure using the date received column as well. I don't want to show how you can do that, but that's pretty, you can also do that, dates year to date on the date received column directly from the warranty table without using the relationship. So if I don't want to use the relationship, I can really create the dates year to date on the calculate the running total on the date received as well. But one of the drawback that for that would be, if we are using any slicer, any column from the calendar dimension, a year, month, quarter, or whatnot throughout the report, then that measure will break. To keep it consistent and keep it working with all the dimension tables in the model, so that's the reason we created that a inactive relationship, and then we use relationship in the measure and made that active, and then create the running total, and everything works fine. I hope this video is useful. It showcase how where you don't have the direct relationship, by creating the inactive relationship, and then you use relationship function and make the inactive relationship active, and make the solution work, and then it becomes a scalable solution, and it follows the data modeling best practices. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe my channel. Until next video, have a good day. Bye for now. Thank you.